Hello, friends. I am Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope it's fantastic. Everything here it's great. It's very good. And something interesting has happened recently that let's talk about it. I've been keeping a activity log this whole year. Every day, literally every day this year, I have written down my activities for the day, books that I've read, meals that I've eaten, when I exercise, when I don't exercise, if I had alcohol that day, if I took my walk, if I meditated, if I played bass, whatever. It's all here. If I did any writing, word counts for writing, all that kind of stuff. So I have like a log of what I've been doing all year. And I can go look. And it includes my family too. Like if Malia goes and does something, I write that in here. So I have like a record. I can say, oh, we went to this restaurant. When's the last time we went to this restaurant? I could tell you. I could go through my record and tell you. And this has been really interesting. But this isn't the interesting thing. The interesting thing is, part of this is I feel really good about looking through this and going, oh, cool, I've done my walk every weekday for the last month or whatever. I've done my meditations every day for the last whatever. I like being able to look through this and see that, and I feel good when I check it off. I feel good at the end of the day when I wrote in, I read, and this is how much I read today. 20 pages. Percentage if I'm on the Kindle, whatever. It's like a little hack that keeps me interested in doing it. Because now I have this little record of it. And being able to flip through here and go, oh, I meditated all these days, I walked all these days, that feels really good. Well, something interesting happened. I went to Gen Con. I was gone for a week. I had to leave my bass behind. I didn't have to, but there was no time to play it. I wasn't walking my normal, my walk is not normally just a walk, it's cardio. It's like I'm not power walking, but I'm putting effort in. And I'm stopping and doing push-ups and dips and squats the whole time. So I wasn't doing that for that week. I wasn't reading very much. I was keeping up reading at least a little bit so that my Kindle, I keep my streak alive on Kindle. Wasn't playing bass, whatever. I came back, and during the time that I was gone, we ended up having to kind of launch our new this website project we've been working on the following week. So it was like I came back and we had 4 days before launch, and it wasn't ready. It's still not ready. We were hoping to launch this month, not last month, but because of their old web server, whatever, we had to launch. And I had to write software to fix stuff midstream. Let's go. And so for a week or two, I really didn't have my normal daily routines. I was working through lunch. I was just powering through everything. Instead of taking my walk, instead of playing bass after my walk, there was points of the day where I would do activities to kind of just break up the day. I didn't have that. So I was not doing anything with any consistency for 3 weeks. Bass being the thing that took the biggest hit. I really didn't get a chance to play it much. I would pick it up just to fiddle with it while I was cooking. I would literally put water on to boil and I would go pick it up and play quarter notes, eighth notes, whatever for a little bit, just to keep my fingers limber. But I wasn't playing anything. I wasn't, whatever. Now, in the past, Chevy of the past, Chevy who's had a million hobbies, when something like that happens, and it's usually around vacations. When I come back from vacation, I stop playing the video games I was playing, whatever. I stopped doing whatever it was I was doing before I left, because taking any kind of break like that is just kills my desire to ever do the thing again. And I've talked about that before. I've talked about how missing even a day or two often will completely rob me of any joy I was getting out of it. Where the joy I thought was doing the thing, I think the joy was continuing to do the thing. And when I stop doing the thing, I'm no longer excited by it because I've lost my streak or whatever. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. I gave myself grace. I knew when I started this bass thing that if I took breaks, I would stop playing it. And I decided at that time that that wasn't going to be the me this time. I wasn't going to be that person. I was going to be able to take breaks when I wanted to, and that this instrument, this new thing, is for the better. It's not because I'm giving myself 100%, like hyper focused on it, but I'm doing it for bettering myself, bettering, my brain, whatever. That's the reasoning. And so I have grace to not, I don't have to do it every day. And I didn't. And if I look through this, even now, I played yesterday, I played today, I played Monday. I didn't play Sunday. I did play Saturday. I did play Friday. I didn't play Thursday or Wednesday. Like, I've taken days off. And I took weeks off. Like, I did not play it for a couple of weeks. While I was in Incon, and the first week I was back, and maybe half a week after that, I didn't play it at all. And my interest did not wane whatsoever. And that's the remarkable thing. There's not been any loss at all. When I pick it up, I smile, I'm excited, I'm happy, I'm doing my course, I'm having fun, I'm playing. Even when it's frustrating. Well, today's lesson had some really tough fingerings because we were switching between minor and major chords, which, whatever, it's weird when you're doing that on bass because it's hard to explain. Yeah, this might be, maybe, I don't know if that's not true, but it's close to true. This is like the first new hobby that I've had that I was able to walk away from for a while and come back to it with full enthusiasm. That's usually only reserved for things I've been doing my whole life, like building stuff in the workshop. I can walk away from this for a year and come back and be happy about it. Gaming, I can walk away from gaming for a long time and then I'll come back and be happy about it. But for the most part, when I get into something new and I'm like, I'm going to do the thing, if I take a break from it, I'll never do it again. It just never happened. But for this bass thing, yeah, that's pretty interesting. I don't know why. I mean, I'd like to think that it's something that I'm doing it for bigger reasons than just to do the thing, right? I'm doing it for kind of my mental health as well as my happiness and my well-being. Like it's just really enjoyable, and yeah, I thought that was interesting. Thought I'd share. We're getting darn closely into this book. Soon. Okay. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends and wonderful people. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know sounds smart is zealot. It's a noun meaning a rabid follower, a true believer, a fanatical advocate. What a noble aim is that of the zealot who tortures himself like a madman in order to desire nothing, love nothing, feel nothing, and who, if he succeeded, would end up a complete monster. Denis Diderot, a French philosopher. Zealot. Z-E-A-L-O-T. So if you're learning English and you learn that yesterday's word, zeal, and then you learn zealot, same thing. I mean, it's the same thing. Just add an O-T to the end. And it's a completely differently pronounced word. That's got to be super frustrating, right?